Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. Today's the day, at least for those of us who have early access. Avowed will release. Very, very excited. You all already know I'm a massive fan of the Pillars of Eternity series. Even though this isn't a direct continuation of it, it's still set in that same world, and we're expecting some of the characters from Deadfire to show up in this game. I'm so excited, and hopefully this is all leading up to us getting Pillars of Eternity 3 at some point down the line. Now, there's actually a few things I want to get through in this video. First and foremost, I want to make sure all of you are aware we are going to do a giveaway on the channel. This Friday, February 14th, I will give away one copy of Avowed on Steam to a member of the channel. To be available for this, all you have to do is go onto the link in the description and join the Discord. I always do my giveaways through a Discord room. So I'll just say giveaway, and then the first person who responds gets a copy. We'll for sure be giving away one. We might give away two, depending on how things shake out. But that'll be Friday, February 14th at 1 p.m. I feel relatively sure by 1 p.m. I should be streaming. So that should be a nice, safe time where I can ensure I'm online and ready to give a copy away to one or perhaps even two lucky winners. So looking forward to that. Next up, they have released the early access times for when Avowed will be available. And so I thought many of you would appreciate going through this map. And you can see here that it says New York, February 13th at 1 p.m. Eastern. Now, I'm in Chicago, so this means the game will release for me at 12 p.m. Now, my live stream today will probably start earlier than that. In fact, I might already be live streaming by the time this video comes out, so you should definitely check. And if you see me on, come on, jump in, join in the fun. Because reviews are supposed to be released for Avowed on this same day, and I assume the reviews are going to come out before early access is released to us. So I'll probably stream early in the morning, and we'll just sit and watch and react to reviews until the game is officially available. But regardless, many of us will have access to the game around this time. Should be a lot of fun. Really, really looking forward to it. Now, what type of character am I going to play when we get through the game? I, of course, can't completely answer this because I haven't seen a video that literally walks through all of the mechanics available to us. I think Mortismo Gaming had a very thorough video that I watched and definitely enjoyed and gave me a better understanding of what we're going to get. But I haven't seen like a comprehensive video about what each thing actually does. I definitely plan to get that to you all once the game comes out. And my understanding is, from a build perspective, it's not just about what you select as far as attributes and abilities. There are a lot of special gear that's going to interact with your mechanics in really cool ways and might to some degree dictate what does or does not work for you. So to the best of my ability, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I'm going to be dual wielding pistols. It's been quite some time since I've been able to play in this way. As a Cypher, I love using guns, but the guns were always secondary, right? I was just shooting them enough in order to have enough focus so that I could go ahead and use my Cypher powers. But this time, I'm actually going to completely avoid magic to the best of my ability. The only magic spell I might use is if there's a haste option, and there probably is one. I might go ahead and try to get haste because dual wielding guns while having haste at the same time is really cool. But I plan to focus strictly on martial related abilities, and more specifically, I plan to focus on the guns. To me, the guns look great, they sound great, it seems really, really cool the way you could just lay into enemies with them, and I want to lean into that and see whether or not it's effective to use that playstyle through the entire game. Now, Specifically, the reason why I'm not going to be using magic is because I've seen from multiple people who did impressions of Avowed that they felt like the game really isn't fun, or at least they hinted that the game really isn't fun and doesn't seem, the experience doesn't seem as complete unless you have some spell casting capability, which to me would be kind of disappointing, honestly, because I did not feel that way about either of the Pillars of Eternity games. I felt like you could create characters who had no spell casting capability whatsoever and yet were still absolutely awesome, great to use, and monsters on the battlefield. And so I want to see for myself whether or not I could create a character that I'm really happy with and who does great damage on the field while at the same time never casting or using any spells. My understanding is that Avowed is a relatively short experience compared to the type of games we usually play on the channel. It's supposed to be around maybe 20 to 40 hours. So I might end up live streaming this game twice actually, and doing the run that I'm talking about now, and then directly afterwards doing a heavy magic run to get a feel for how both of these experiences are and see if I find both of them to be really enjoyable. As far as party members, for right now, I think I'm probably going to end up using Kai and Gadius. And the reason for that is, with Kai, I'm going to need a tank. As a ranger, I do plan to take some of the warrior abilities to boost up some of my health to make me a little bit more durable. But I'm not going to be the type of character where I'm going to be able to stand up to a bunch of enemies swarming me at one time. So hopefully Kai will be able to do his job to keep that kind of pressure off of me. And then with Gadius, I'm going to want some support. I'm going to want some protection. Maybe she'll be able to haste me. That would actually be really cool. But I think she'll probably assist me in being able to deal damage without having to worry as much about my own survivability. And so I'm hoping that those two together will make my double weapons build, double gun build rather, really shine. Of course, with Marius, he's already a ranged character dealing ranged damage. That's what I'm going to be doing. So to me, it sounds kind of redundant, but maybe that team does really work well. Avowed might be the type of game where the best defense is a fantastic offense. And maybe even Kai on the team doesn't really make sense. And you should just go all out on trying to damage enemies as much as possible. We'll see. But for right now, I'm approaching it as a situation where you want to enter combat in a balanced way. So tank, range, offense, and support and healing. Like, I want my team to cover all of those bases. Now, as far as what my personality is going to be like and what type of disposition my character will have, to be honest with you, I don't really know, because I think Obsidian has done a pretty good job of keeping under wraps what the actual story is and what the heck is going on in this game. So it's hard for me to determine which way I lean and how I'm going to conduct myself as an envoy into the living lands. So I'm going to kind of wing it. I will say the main villain, who's pretty obviously a follower of Wodaka, looks so fantastic, and I love her voice. So it's very possible that I'm going to end up siding with her and deciding to just burn and destroy everything according to her whims. But again, we'll see. The deities have always been a major draw for me in the Eora universe. And so I'm curious if there are going to be other major deities who are going to be prevalent in this game outside of Wodaka. My personal favorite has always been Whale, the god of mysteries and secrets. I think they are super cool, and the design with the eyes all over them always looks fantastic. So I would love to see Whale in the game, and if there's anything I can do to make it clear that I follow them and appreciate their guidance, absolutely, I'm going to be all over it. But otherwise, I might end up siding with Wodaka. Really looking forward to seeing what kind of options Avowed is going to provide in this area. And that's it. That's the video. Those are my thoughts regarding the release date, timing, what kind of character I'm going to play, and also the giveaway information one more time. Friday, around 1 p.m., we will be doing that giveaway. One key at the very least, but possibly two as well. We'll see. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video. If you've been enjoying this content, I will see you all in the next video, and I'll see you in the live stream for Avowed. Take care.